Welcome back to the channel, everyone.
Welcome back. We are excited to show you a really cute braided and topsy tail pull through style today. So let's go ahead and get started. First up is parting out the crown section. I'm going to leave a couple inches of hair down on either side by her ears. If you want to, you can incorporate this hair. I just chose not to in this style, and then I'm going to part it out at the back of the crown. So you're just going to use a clip or a heavy elastic to secure this front section out of the way for now. You can see where I've parted it here. The remaining hair I'm going to smooth down with some water and spray gel and put into a low ponytail. After I've done this, I'm going to come back to the crown section. And with this section that I parted out, a third of the hair right up front, I'm going to put into 3 front ponytails. And then the 2/3 of the hair behind that, I'm going to put into ponytails as well. Now I'm only using a third of the hair because I'm braiding back into my topsy tails. And if you split the hair down the middle, you're not going to have as much room to braid back, so you're not going to get quite the same effect. So with the front 1/3 of the hair, I'm going to separate it into 3 different sections. Now, just a tip, I would section off the right and left sections first. If the right and left sections are about the same size, and it doesn't matter if your middle one is a little bit bigger, it makes them look more even, rather than if you end up with way too much hair in a right section or a left section. I really hope that made sense. So once I've got 3 ponytails here, I'm going to take out this back section, which was 2/3 of the crown. Just spraying it down with spray gel and water, combing it out, it just makes the hair a lot more manageable. And then I'm going to go directly behind these ponytails and create 3 more back behind. From here, I'm going to be using a topsy tail tool to flip the hair through, but if you don't have a topsy tail tool, I'm going to show you briefly how to do it with your fingers. You're just going to split it down the middle and then flip the hair through. Once you flip the hair through, you're going to pull the ponytail tight. I don't feel like you get as neat of a flip when you do it this way, and so I like to use a topsy tail tool. I will link it in the description below. So using the tool, I'm just going to pull the hair through from front to back. I'm going to demonstrate this from the side so you can see it a little bit better. I pull it from one side to the other, flip it through, and then tighten the ponytail. You want to make sure it's right directly down the middle so it will give you a nice clean flip. Next, we're going to come back to these front ponytails, and I'm just going to do a 3-strand braid with each of these front ponytails. I'm only going to come back as far as the second ponytail. So once you've braided just beyond that second ponytail or back behind the flip, you're going to lightly secure it with an elastic. Don't put the elastic in tight, maybe once or twice, enough that you can just slip it out for the next part of the style. So I'm going to take the front braid, I'm going to slip it through my topsy tail tool, and I'm going to pull it through the flip that I have. From here, I'm taking the elastic from the braid, I'm pulling it out, and then I'm taking both of these sections from the flip and the braid and adding them together. Once again, I'll show you how to do this from the side. Now you just want to bring the topsy tail tool directly through the flip. Make sure that there's no other hair incorporated when you bring the braid through. Pull the elastic out, add both these sections together, and then add an elastic. We're going to do this one more time, bringing the braid directly back, pulling out the elastic, and then adding these 2 sections together. When the hair is damp and you don't have those elastics in very tight, they're easy to just slide out. I wouldn't recommend doing that when you take the hairstyle out at the end of the night. Always cut your elastics out. This next step is just to do a 3-strand braid until you get down to the low ponytail. You can use a bobby pin or a clip to clip them in place until you are ready to add all 3 braids to the ponytail. So at this point I'm ready to add all 3 braids to the ponytail, and we're actually going to do a messy bun. So I'll pull her hair through, so I've got maybe 3 to 4 inches of a loop hanging out. I wrap the remaining hair around and then add an elastic and several bobby pins. If you want a messy bun tutorial, I will also link that down below. They never look the same, but I just kind of bobby pin the hair where I like it. When the hair is shorter, you can use elastics, but I prefer to use bobby pins now that her hair has gotten longer. Here's one final look at the style, and here it is front and back. As always, thanks for watching. We hope to see you again next week on our next video. See you later.
Bye! Bye, 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 bye.